And we're over here in the Jazwares, I want to say pavilion, more than a booth. We're going to be checking out what they have on display here, from Harry Potter, from horror licenses, from Pokemon, Five Nights at Freddy's, and many, many other licenses. So just stay tuned. All right, you guys love seeing Squishmallows, so we get that giant Yeti one. Remember, he was the Toy Fair Special Edition last year. And we have a whole assortment of other Squishmallows in the 14 line, in the 20-inch line. I mean, there are a ton of them. I mean, these are their in-house line. Very sad dog over there in the corner. They put him in the corner. He's probably in a timeout. But then we have some of their core ones. They're smaller, 5-inch, the 8-inch, and the 12-inch down here at the bottom. More Squishmallows. We have the Halloween edition. We have the clips. We have a little dog here. There's that Yeti again. Here is the 2026 Toy Fair exclusive. His name is Toro, and he's wearing a little hoodie. If you think back to Bring It On, you got Burr, it's cold in here, there must be some Toros in the atmosphere, and then we got our Toro. We have some more holiday edition Squishmallows over here in the corner. And then we have their blind bag series, a squishy mystery squad they have over here. And then we have more of the Sleep Mellows. We have into their bouquet season, and we have the advent calendars. It's not advent for Halloween, but countdown calendar. And of course the license. So we have the Disney, well, it's all Disney, Marvel, Star Wars. We have Stranger Things, Lord of the Rings. We have Harry Potter and Sonic. We have some of the horror line that's been really picking up here, is the horror line. So we have, of course, Pennywise, Poppy. We have Harry Potter. We have Wicked for Good over here. And then we have the Care Bears line all the way down here. Some more of the FNAF line. You can see seasonal ones of other ones, including Dragon Ball Z. And we have Sonic and Toy Story. And over here, wrapping up with the Sonic series and Space Jam at the end. Hello, Kitty and Friends fans. Over here, we have their plush line. Just in time for Halloween. A little early, but we'll be getting there. And then we have the holiday. So a lot of these you might have seen. So again, Toy Fair, they kind of just show off a whole product line. Some of these are newer ones. So you get a chance to see what these are going to look like as they hit stores later this year. They have a lot of variety, as you can see. They do some for seasons. They have their articulated 8-inch line, Hello Kitty, Kurumi, and My Melody. They have these little display scenes, and then they have blind figures over here, the core plastics in the blind series. These are new, these micro display sets. Basically, they are spinning scenes here. So you can flip them around, and they have another character, and they stack, so you could even do 2 levels. So they could spin around there for 2 levels. That's kind of cool. So these will be coming out later this year as well. We have some more of their sleeping series, the 12-inch ones, the Hello Kitty and Friends, and all the way up to the 24-inch plush. And for you Avatar fans, we have all the little figures here in their little chibi style. Some of these will be new, forthcoming. Over here we have them in their 4-inch kawaii style. So you can see all various figures. Some of these are not out yet, like these figures here. They will be coming out soon, though. So this is your first time to see them. Some of these, I think, Aang is out, but not Toph. So that might be the first time you're seeing her. These, again, these are not out yet, but we're getting a nice look at them here at Toy Fair for the 6.5-inch. Here's their 4.5-inch. Some of these are out. Some of these are not out yet. So you're getting to see them in their package, and then a little look here outside of the package. So just getting a little bit of a taste of the product line, and they are quite extensive in their product line. And over here in the FNAF line, you got Enerd, Circus Baby, and Funtime Freddy. These are brand new. They are not out yet. These jump scare ones are out, so you can get these right now. So now we're getting into environment sets. This is going to be new for Freddy. So you can see some of these sets here, like Ballora and Funtime Foxy. And I forget this little guy's name. And then some of these other packs, I believe, are out yet. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on those. 12-inch figures, I think, are new, as well as 18-inch display figures as well. And then over here we have the Endo series. So this is kind of fun. You could build around the Endo skeleton. So we're going to have some new versions of the Endo series will be hitting shelves. And then we got this Security Breach line, and the I think this is from the post-game content, the DLC, this Chica that's all beat up. So we have, same here. So we have the version from the game and then the post-game content where they're all kind of wrecked and destroyed from the events of the game. I think Roxy is the best looking one over here. You can see the post-game Roxy with the eyes missing. She just kind of found you based on sound. So that's kind of cool. And then over here we have a fully wearable deluxe Freddy helmet. Let's check out a demo.
Hi, this is Aaron from Jazwares. I manage the Five Nights at Freddy's brand here. This is our cherry-on type item for our Five Nights at Freddy's line for 2026, our Deluxe Collector Freddy helmet. This is a fully feature collector helmet, perfect to wear and perfect to display. As you can see, it has light-up eyes that look around. Cool little detail for this item, too, is that when you wear the helmet, you can also have a chin strap under your chin, so when you drop your jaw, Freddy's eyes go down. You know, you can tell that Freddy's not very happy. But it's really cool to bring the character to life. And even cooler is that this has an MSRP of $99.99. So for $100, you get an incredible display piece. Freddy went to bed.
And over here we have some plush from Freddy's, the core plush, all different games, a nice mix, everything from the Nightmare versions to the Part 2 versions, Part 1 versions. So a nice mix here, and then we get these little jump scare ones. They come out of these little boxes, jump scare plush. I'm not sure if this is blind box or not. I think yes, it is. It's blind box. You don't know. You're going to be scared and not getting the one you want, as well as the little when they pop out. So then we get the sleeping series. We get a giant, a 20-inch gold Freddy. And then we have the mini plush blind boxes. These are keychains, glowing eyes. So you get a little idea of what these guys look like. Up here we have the little stylized 2-inch figures. So we got Security Breach featured over here. We got some from the DLCs and various games. And then up here we have a new line. This is going to be a racing line. Now these aren't pull back and go racers. These are just wheel and go racers, so just standard cars. And then over here we have some more of the Pokemon battle sets. I don't think there's any surprises here except for what's new, and that's going to be Battle Dish Showdown. I'm getting vibes of Crossfire and I want to say Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You put discs in these guys, they launch it, you hit that little red panel, and they go flying off the base. You could attach as many sets as you want. It comes in boxes of 1 versus 1, so you get 2, but you could attach 2 more on these other points here. You could attach 6 more, and then you could take them off their bases and just go around randomly shooting other Pokemon. But pretty cool. You got Jigglypuff, you got Eevee, you got Pikachu, and I forget what the mole one is there, but it's a nice little set there. And we have this new electronic Pikachu right here who does actions, sounds, and more. Let's check him out.
So you charges up, and then he's ready.
Of course, Pokemon Squishmallows. We got the giant sizes here of the 20. We got the 10. We have all sorts of varieties. We have these little Squishmallow versions of their play sets. Those are relatively new, I believe. And then we have over here some more of the Cuddly Buddies and the Environment Packs. These are going to be new for this year's 30th anniversary. I know from the shine, if you could see, they look like they're porcelain or glass. They are vinyl. So they just came out really cool. They have this nice reflective shine on them. They're only going to be for this year. For the 30th, we have some more up here. This is a glitterized figures that we're going to see for the 30th anniversary. But this is a big year for Pokemon, so we're going to see some special stuff. And if you need Pokemon in your life at holiday, they got you covered with advent calendars, specialized plush, and more for Halloween, for Christmas, and for, you know, summer. So they definitely have all sorts of versions. And then we have this very special electronic Pikachu we're going to do a little demo on right now.
Definitely a fully interactive Pikachu. So his ears move. Let me make sure he's on. There we go. Moving mouth. You see him talk. Also can blink. So all the different things. You also got sensors in the tummy, the nose, and the head as well.
If you haven't seen these are the Fidgetables series from Jazwares, and these are just little fidget characters. They spin, they move, and they have a lot of different licenses. You can see Hello Kitty here. It's Jurassic World, and an assortment of dinosaurs, all the way from the new film. So they're little fidgets. And we have on this side, these are all prototypes, so obviously do not take brand new. There, over here we have a Star Wars line of fidget spinners. So we have Mandalorian, we have Classic, we have Toy Story, we have other Disney licenses. So again, these are going to be new. You could shake them, you could spin them. They do all sorts of things, all the way down here to the Incredibles, and then we get the Pixar line. So start looking for these soon. And then, of course, they have other licenses forthcoming, including FNAF, DC, Monsters, and other Universal properties. I hope you enjoyed everything here at the Jazwares booth. We had quite a lot to look through, some really awesome surprises, some stuff that would have blown us away as kids, but now is out and future generations can enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed what you had to see here. Stay tuned for more coverage. Like, subscribe, and follow. See you guys at the next booth.